The 23 years that I've been on the waterfront, we've only asked for $2, $3.
That's a longshoreman that has worked on the docks on the East Coast for 23 years and has been asking for, at minimum, a $2 to $3 raise to meet inflation and hasn't received a thing. He is one of 45,000 longshoremen that might go on strike tonight, shutting down ports, 36 ports all across the East Coast. Now, watch how corporate media is going to shame them and make you want to shame them rather than asking why they're actually striking. All right, to prevent this video from being pulled, I'm just going to play you the audio from one news source.
Dock worker strike is threatening America's Atlantic and Gulf ports tonight. And if you're looking for a safe harbor, there may not be one. If the walkout goes on for more than a few days, consumers could start feeling the impact.
Now, what you're going to hear in a lot of media is that it's going to cost the economy $5 billion a day that they're striking. They're going to say there's not going to be food on the shelves. There's not going to be medicine delivered. They're going to talk about how much of a crisis it's going to be. What they may not share is the fact that during the pandemic, these longshoremen never stopped working. They were the reason why there was medicine going to the hospitals, why there was food still on the shelves, and they were never adequately compensated for that. While many companies were benefiting from the pandemic, receiving record profits, including ones in the shipping industry, and then claiming it was inflation and all these other higher costs that they had to pass down to other people, they weren't paying these workers more money. Just like UPS demanded last year for raises because UPS had record profits, but none of that was going to their staff, these longshoremen are simply asking to be paid adequately for all the work that they've put in for the last 4 years. As you might have already noticed, there's a trend forming where unions are becoming stronger. All that union busting and union shaming from the past is disappearing because people are now looking out for one another. And you're seeing unions organizing at Starbucks, unions organizing at Amazon, and you're going to see more of this because of greedflation and all these companies that stole so much money from their staff and now are going to pay for it. And if these longshoremen need to be on strike for a month, I'm down to support it, and I'll figure out another way to find some food.